About graphing two equations, graphing a system of equations, and using the graph to help you find a solution. As you'll notice up here in the directions, it says be sure to give your final answer in XY form, and that's because the solution to a graph of the solution to a system of equations when you graph it is where they intersect or where they cross. So that's what we're looking for. So we're going to talk about a couple things here. So first of all, let's talk about our typical form, y equals mx plus b. So hopefully what you remember is that the number right here with the x, the m, that's your slope. And that is rise over run. Talked about this before. And b, the number that is added or sometimes subtracted from the slope times x, is your y-intercept. This is always where you start graphing your equation. And then the only other thing that I'm going to tell you is that when you're doing rise over run, run is always to the right. The rise is the only one that's ever going to be positive or negative. So you might want to come back to this part of the video and pause it when you're getting ready to do your problem that I'm going to give you if you're having a little bit of trouble getting started. So what I want to do is I want to look at this first one, y equals 2x plus 1. I'm going to rewrite it as y equals 2 over 1x plus 1. That's because 2 over 1 means the same thing as 2, but now I have it in a rise over run form. So they're both positive. I said we're going to start here. That's our y-intercept. So this is our y-axis. So I'm going to go to positive 1 on my y-axis, and I'm going to make a point. And then from here, I'm going to rise 2 and run 1. So I'm going to go up 2, right 1 to make my next point. Up 2 to the right 1 to make my next point. And I've got 3 points here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more. I'm going to go to the left. So I'm going to find the spot where from here to this point it would be up 2 and over 1. So you could also think about going backwards, left 1, down 2. Okay? So once I've got that, then you'll use a ruler here. I'm going to use my line tool, and you would then connect those points. Let me make that line a little bit straighter here. Okay, so there's my first one. Next one, I've got 9 over 2x minus 4. So this says minus 4, so that means my y-intercept is going to be a negative 4. So I'm going to go to my y-axis and I'm going to go down 4 and make my intercept. Then from there I need to rise 9 and run 2. So I'm going to go up 9 and right 2, and that shows me this point right here. So when I go and I connect them, oh, it continues to make that line thick there. Sorry about that. Okay, when I connect them through, I see that they have one point of intersection, and that would be right here. And the solution, the answer, is in xy form. I need to know the x coordinate of this point, which would be 2, and the y coordinate of this point, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 5 for this point. Next, I'm going to do the same thing. Start with the y-intercept of a positive 1. Graph that right here. Now we've got a negative slope. That means that my line should look like this. It should look like it's going down when I go from left to right. That means my rise is a negative 3, and I'm still going to go right for my run 4. Okay? So that means I'm going to go down 3 and right 4. And as you can see, I can't go any further, so I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go right here because this point would make it go down 3 over 4 to this one. Connect through. Okay, now the next one, same thing. Start here. That's a negative 4 for my intercept, so I'm going to go down 4. Then I'm going to get my rise over my run from the fraction. I'm going to rise 1, I'm going to run 2. It's all positive, that means up and to the right. So from this intercept up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Go ahead and connect those. And I've got my lines. And then once again, our answer, or our solution, should be a point, and that's the point where they're the same. So this coordinate, I need the x and the y. I need to know where it is on the x, where it is on the y. On the x, it's at 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the y, it's at -2. Okay? So, I'm going to give you one to try here. Y equals 3x minus 2, y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Once you've got them graphed and you think they're correct, write your solution as x comma y, the point of intersection, and show me, and then I will let you do your retake.